Jesus Christ.
You guys are professional at this point.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
By the way, last night was my first time at Celebrities.
Really?
I've literally...
You've never been to Celebrities. I love coming this close to you and talk to you.
Our mouths get really close to each other.
Hey.
Kind of like Celebrities last night.
Oh, it's all for the art, guys.
We were on Davie Street, Tim. We were on Davie Street.
Yeah. And I
Celebrities.
live in Capitol Hill, so you just think what you want.
Capitol Hill, so, you know.
Seattle's Davie Street.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, oh, it's the San Francisco of Seattle.
Yeah.
Where, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Where Seattle has like a district. San Francisco is just the city. It's just gay people everywhere.
That's what it is. It's great. But yeah, I loved it. It was like a giant.
It was way bigger than I remember.
It felt like
it was way bigger.
It was just one giant room.
Yeah.
It's like a DJ show.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Is
that Red Dot still on there, Luke?
It is. It's hanging on by a thread.
I know.
What is there a dot for?
It's just where the mic picks up.
Yeah, it's because like the first episode, we were describing to Alec about how he thought it was 360 that microphones captured, but it's just one direction.
I remember where I was when I was listening to that.
Oh, really? Oh, describe it to us.
I have a really weird thing where, like, if I'm re-listening to something, the first time I listen to it,
You'll remember where you listened to it.
I'll remember exactly where. And so I also have
that.
the same thing when I'm driving up from Seattle, that I'll call people when I'm at the exact spot. So I'm in between Mount Vernon and Bellingham, and there's this one corner I round, and I'm like, okay, I'm like 40 minutes. And Blake calls me yesterday when I'm rounding that corner. I'm like, okay, you know at this point. I've been doing it so often.
Yeah, it was fate.
It was fate.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll have that sometimes. Like, you hear a song that you haven't heard in a long time, and you remember the first time you heard the song and where you were, your state of mind.
Yeah. The way memories work, man.
Holy shit.
People are figuring that out right now. Whispering sounds so funny on this thing.
Yeah. When you whisper.
Yeah.
You can hear yourself whisper.
Everything.
So this might be a dumb question, but when are we starting recording?
I started recording about 2 minutes ago.
Okay.
So when does this start?
When does it start? What starts right now?
we need
Welcome to the Wonder Boys podcast.
If we could do the intro music, but hit it harder. Hit it harder.
It's not working.
You're not treating that tablet very nicely.
Hey, it's the only thing I use it for. It's the podcast. So
Okay.
I used to use it when I was in Regina. But I don't use it anymore. Yeah.
Tim and I were just talking about how negative 40 sucks.
Yes. And the wind is honestly the worst thing ever.
When I'm explaining to people what Calgary's like, especially Americans, I'm like, yeah, it gets negative 40. And they're like, how cold is that Fahrenheit? I'm like, it's negative 40.
It's negative.
Also 40.
The conversion
cold
works out,
yeah,
you know.
It's where the two lines meet. And they go another direction.
Yeah, it was, I think, in April of last year, my dad came to visit. And, kind of just coming off of winter into summer, but it was still really cold. And the wind was blowing. We rounded one corner. We were going to dinner in the city. I mean, Regina's downtown is like 2 blocks. It's 2 blocks. So we round this one corner where it's just like a funnel for air, and the wind hits him, and he's like, "Holy shit!" He finally found out what I was complaining about for the last 3-4 months.
Dude, the wind will kill you. Yeah. Every time you get out of the house, you got to put on your sweater,
you gotta pull up
your pea coat, and you got your toque, and then you got to pull up your sweater. So
yeah, I had a special ski mask type thing that I would put on because I'd walk to work sometimes, just so the wind wouldn't fucking freeze my nose. I would step out of the door, and the snot in my nose would freeze. It's
not the best thing in the world.
It's basically
one of the nicest days. Is like a -8, beautiful bluebird, sunny
sun.
day.
Oh yeah,
it's so sunny out there, and you get to play ODR, which is outdoor rink hockey. And -8, you can play with.
Did you just abbreviate ODR?
So if you live in Calgary, they're like, "Hey, are we going to the ODR?" Yeah, that's a thing for our Calgary listener.
One Calgary listener.
Yeah. Is there someone in Calgary who listens? Or
maybe I'll send this over to
get him to tweet in.
I was telling James about this earlier today.
Nice. You said I'm going to be on a podcast later. And he's like, oh, that sounds awful. What are you going to do there?
He says, wow, Jordan, you're just experimenting with new things. That sounds so cool. I'm so excited for you.
Trying to broaden
your
horizons.
yourself, man. Just
Try
be
and
yourself.
Rotate it a little bit. I think because Jordan's coming in quieter the other way.
That way. Is that better?
Do you want to get closer?
Oh, guys, get really close.
Yeah.
Two big men getting up
Shoulders
against each other.
We really just need a love seat.
Yeah.
I mean, Lucas is a tall, big guy, but Jordan, you're like another level of big.
Thank you. That's a nice way to call a guy. Yeah. You're husky.
You're. I mean, I feel like I could fall asleep on your belly.
Yeah. People do.
How annoying is that?
Ow! Sorry.
I like the UVic little medallion you got going on there.
Yeah, I think you got one of these too.
Oh, you guys are both alum, aren't you?
Yeah.
UVic alumni.
Oh,
Only
God.
took me 6 years.
Hey, Lucas took 5, so...
Five.
I know very few people who finished in 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Very.
Only the
It's just
stupid
not
smart
possible, or
ones.
what?
Most people just do like internships or co-ops.
Oh,
That's
so
why
they
I
take
took-
the time
That's
off.
why it took me 6 years. Very few Americans take more than 4 years, though. That's something I found out.
They all do it in 4 because it's so expensive.
So
They're just trying to rush it out, or...
It's so expensive.
fuck.
Everyone's in heaping amounts of debt.
Yeah.
Shit.
Where we're like, yeah, I pay $4,000 a semester. They pay $4,000 a class.
Really?
It's not the coolest thing.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Bernie had a point.
Sanders.
Bernie has a
Feel
point.
the
Speaking of Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton almost died.
I know, she's got pneumonia now,
Yeah.
or what?
What the fuck?
And CNN is on all the time at the gym I go to, and I just try not to pay attention.
Just pick the machine facing opposite of the TV.
It's like, I don't want to. I've been saying this for a while. If Trump gets elected, I'm probably going to move back.
Yeah, you're just
Move
like
back to
fuck
Canada.
It.
It might be by choice, or it might be
Well, I
forceful.
mean, Seattle and Washington in general is more of like an extended Canada. I mean, they got the
Yeah, but there's a lot of
weed
Trump
thing
supporters there.
and
there's a
yeah,
lot.
actually,
There's some people who I would think. This is why I think Trump has a chance. Is because a lot of people who I've typed to be Hillary supporters are like, no, fuck it, I don't. Yeah,
Ruh-roh.
they're going
That's
for Trump.
not good.
So it's those people who don't outwardly project that they're going for Trump that are just going to vote for him anyway.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, good God.
Oh Jesus!
It's not going to be good.
Yeah, I think. What was it? His mom and dad were doing a road trip, Lucas, down there, and they saw way too many Trump signs than they thought they would, like, and big ones too.
Dude, they do it across the highway over overpasses.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
people.
It's hardcore.
Those people. Those
You
are
could make
some
a drinking game out of it. Every time you
Not
see
while
a
you're
Trump.
driving.
That's my first.
I mean,
thought.
fuck it.
I mean, like, sometimes when that commute just gets too long, you know. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Drinking game, like a drinking coffee game. Drinking coffee game.
We won't skip over the stock question. I want to ask you guys how your week was. We'll start with
Start with
I guess,
Jordan. Yeah.
My week. What did I do this week? It was a
Jesus.
crazy week at work. Where it gets a little messed up.
Be careful what you say. This
Yeah.
is being recorded.
It was a good week.
And you went to Drake last night.
Went to Drake last night.
Yeah, you did 2 nights, right?
He's doing tonight as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so today's the second night. I
Yeah.
thought yesterday was the second night.
Yeah.
Drake was actually a really good show. I did Keith Urban last Saturday, so I came up to Vancouver last Saturday as well. My friend was like, hey, I've got extra tickets to Keith Urban. You should come up. Woke up Saturday morning, went wakeboarding Saturday morning, and then drove up here, saw Keith Urban. Woke up Sunday, went wakeboarding again. Came back to work.
Wake and wake, baby. Wake and wake.
Wakeboarding all the time. Worked Monday, did meal prep Monday, took a girl out for drinks on Tuesday. It was a busy week.
I'm getting a play-by-play here.
Basically, I haven't eaten in 4 days, is what you're saying.
I don't eat during the week.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Exactly.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's more than we get from most people. It's like, how was your week? It was good. You actually gave us a story, and I like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I did Wednesday, Thursday. I think I did stuff that made waking up on Thursday morning and Friday morning suck.
Drinking. That's what he was doing.
It's so hard when you live like next to the bars. Emily Chow and Ashton Ellis came out Friday night.
Oh, nice.
They stayed over, and they're like, "Oh, what time do we need to leave to get to the bars?" Like, it's a 40-second walk to the bar.
Give or take.
Yeah.
Like
Depends
down
on how long the
stairs, and
elevator
that's
takes.
it. Yeah.
It's actually crazy how quickly Ubers come to my house. By the way, Vancouver needs to get Ubers. I don't like cabs at
So
all.
you live close to the city, or like in the city?
I'm like in the middle of the middle.
Fucking
like,
A.
Everything is happening. I live across the street from Numos, which is a bar that Macklemore used to play at back in the day.
Oh,
Sweet.
when he was coming up?
Yeah, so it's a really cool, hip, trendy area, but there's just bars everywhere. It's so close.
Perfect.
And
Just
so-
roll out of your door. I'm here now.
Yeah. But if I call an Uber as I'm calling the elevator, the Uber will show up usually before the elevator gets.
What?
It's so fast, especially on Friday. So I have to be
shit.
I have to be walking out of my apartment when I call my Uber. If I'm not ready to go, they're just
They just
have
leave.
a car? You have a car. You drove here, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, would you ever consider doing the Uber thing, like, as a driver yourself?
so my issue is I can't work any extra jobs in the States because of my visa status.
Oh, that's fair.
But I would for sure do it. I've talked to a lot of Uber drivers who just do it
As
in their
a
spare
job,
time.
right?
Some really smart guys, like a guy with like a PhD was driving us around. He's from Olympia, and we asked him, "What are you doing out here?" And he's just, I just wanted to do something interesting, change it up. They make a couple bucks.
You meet so many cool people, probably. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
And those surge fares, man, they go up to 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
New York during the surge fair on
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. Oh my god.
Was it like thousands of dollars or hundreds of dollars?
Oh yeah. Well, that reminds me of the story. Colton's buddy in London who took the $1,000 Uber.
There was a guy in Edmonton who did that, and he complained.
Where did he go?
He went like 45 minutes out of Edmonton, so the guy deserved it. But
Yeah.
and then he's like, "What? I didn't accept this." It's like, dude, you did. It was like a $4,000 charge or something like that.
I got charged $100 for an Uber the other day. Thank God there was 7 of us in the car, so we split it. But there was a
that's good.
surge fare, and I guess it switched the destination and didn't lock in the $30 amount it was saying it was going to be.
Shit.
Yeah, so if you switch your destination, they can double charge you.
Fuck.
So there's problems with Uber too.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's. I think it's great. I mean, I've only heard stories and
Would
legends.
you ever
even.
do Uber?
Dude, yeah, I used to drive pizza delivery. I love driving around. Fuck, and if delivering people instead of pizza, it's way less boring.
Yeah.
Although pizza
Yeah.
delivery is fucking awesome, so it'd be hard to beat it.
I would definitely
But yeah.
do it. If it came to Vancouver, I would definitely.
Oh yeah, I'd even like just do my weekends because I don't go out much. I just drive drunk people around. That'd be great because I don't drink myself very much. So
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about the payments or people like ditching your car.
yeah, because they
taken
pay
care
through
of.
their app, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's kind of awesome.
You get
But you do
insured
get
through Uber.
you do get some shitty people. There's a video like of this girl in the States somewhere who, like, she was trying to take someone else's Uber that they'd called, and the guy's like, "Sorry, you can't get in. Someone else called this Uber," and she's like, "Fuck you," and she's like, really, like, she goes into the guy's car and starts throwing his shit all
No.
around. And the guy like gets out, calls the cops, and she's tearing his car apart. She's like throwing shit around and like.
No way.
And his like, there's her friends are there, like trying to like shit, like how do we control this bitch? She's going crazy.
Did you get super dark in here?
It
Yeah.
did. The sun, my
just-
sun just disappeared.
yeah.
What's wrong with my eyes?
Like the cloud just went. Yeah.
Someone took my Uber after a Seahawks game one time.
Really?
Yeah, I just had to cancel the trip while it was happening. I tried to reroute them back to where I was,
Oh fuck! Get in the car, like what's up?
and then they just got
Hello.
Then the Uber trip just ended magically. So they were in the Uber, and the destination must have updated while they were in the Uber. And they're like, oh no, we're going back. Oh, someone's going to try to find out who stole their Uber. And so I think they just
That must be weird for a driver too. You just don't know who you're picking up, so it's like, hey, yeah, get in the car. All right, let's go.
yeah, I don't know.
Could be the wrong person, and you get fucked by some
One
situation.
time, my buddy called an Uber and thought his Uber was there and got into the wrong car. Ended up getting punched in the face a couple times because he just got into
A stranger's
a
car.
stranger's car who was not very excited.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if someone got into your car and you're not driving an Uber, you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Get out of the car, please."
I've had that situation. People just laugh, but I mean, if you're doing it at 3:30 in the morning, get in the wrong car, 4 guys come out.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, not. I remember seeing him at breakfast the next morning. I'm like, oh no, what happened to you? Are you okay? What happened to your beautiful
Ubered.
face?
I got Ubered.
Oh god.
Ubered big time.
I think you'd add my rage cage for this for Uber was when I was in Edmonton, so I flew into Edmonton, and Uber's not allowed to pick up from the airport in Edmonton.
Oh,
Only
yeah.
cabs are. And then the cabs charge a flat fee no matter where you're going in Edmonton. So you have...
So if you drive...
Yeah, what did I
No
drive?
matter where you're going, so
No
if I
matter
go
what.
like
can
halfway,
go-
If you go to fucking Calgary.
same fee.
I don't know.
They
I'm
probably
sure
draw a line somewhere.
I'm sure they draw a line somewhere, but
Red Deer, that's the line.
A red deer. Jesus.
But yeah, so it's $45 anywhere, and it was a 15-minute cab ride. That was the most expensive fucking cab I've ever taken. And the Uber back to the airport, when I went back, well, obviously because they can drop you off, they just can't pick you
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It was $15.
Nice.
I was like, what? Fuck off.
Yeah, the guy's probably good to talk to, and
yeah,
like,
he was super chill. He was really nice.
They're
to talk.
usually really interesting people.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uber Pool though, that's how you get cheap rides.
Uber pool.
What is-
Oh, like carpool.
Yeah, you carpool. It'll group people together who have
Oh, going to work or something?
Similar
Yeah.
no, it's more like similar destinations and similar
shit.
pickups. So you'll get picked up and then pool. And so when you do airport rides, it's
So
really
it's cheaper for you.
So much cheaper, like a fraction of the cost. I did a $20 Uber to the airport when I was in Toronto, and it was a 45-minute drive.
Nice.
Yeah.
Holy. And we don't have to sit on, like, do they even have a train going to the airport in Toronto? I don't know. I know they have underground, but...
I was at my aunt's, who's in the middle of nowhere.
God damn it, Aunt Lerner.
Auntie Sandy.
Jesus.
Auntie Sandy Lerner.
Yeah. Jesus. I'll continue the trend of the rage cage. It happened sometime this week for me, but I think I went to the bank to put a check in, just deposit a check, which, by the way...
Making money, stacking dollars.
You know how it is.
Breaking necks and cashing checks.
And I held the door open for this woman, and, like, didn't even look at me, nothing. Just walked through the door and didn't acknowledge me whatsoever, didn't say a thing.
Way. Some people.
I fucking hate when that happens. It's like, I stood back and held the door open for her, like, let her, like, I kind of gestured for her to go through, and she was like...
The nerve. The audacity.
The audacity. So fucking pissed. Yeah, but I had to keep it cool because I was in public, so...
Of course, you don't want to snap a
You don't
neck
wanna,
right
like,
before you cash that
You don't
check.
want to just slap a bitch in public because, you know, people frown upon that. So.
I heard they're not stoked on it as much as
not
they were.
really.
Yeah.
No.
Things are changing. The times are changing. We're letting them out of the kitchen and
So
not
just
slapping them in public.
Here's a question about
Slapping women?
the situation you had there. How long did you hold the door for? Was it like she was
she
behind
was
you, or
like,
was she a ways away?
She was inside the building. I was going into the building.
Oh.
So I pull the door open. I see she's coming. I step out of the way, and she walks through.
And you gesture.
She was about to, like, push the door open, basically.
Okay.
And
You saved her from that
I was like,
action.
yeah, no, I got it for you. And she's like, nothing. Just didn't look at me, nothing. Just walked.
Oh,
and I was like,
Do we introduce Jordan?
no. We just started the conversation naturally.
Yeah, I was the guy who asked, "Have we started recording yet?"
Yeah. I think we were
Let's
talking
introduce
about
Jordan.
All right.
Jordan Lerner. He's a guest on our podcast. This is Lucas, by the way. We're having to share.
I'm an avid listener.
Avid. I like
asked
that.
Lucas. I'm like, "Hey, man, are you guys recording your podcast today?"
Podcasting?
Yeah.
We're going to do a podcast?
I think it's a super cool thing that you're doing. Just because, like, I don't know.
Dude, it's fun. I like it. Even if we have a week like this where I wasn't able to prepare anything, I still like sitting down and talking because Lucas moved out a few months ago.
Yeah.
You know, I only see him once a week, so it's like, oh man.
I feel like if anything, this is just cool brother bonding.
It is brother bonding.
Yeah.
That's the whole
I
point.
don't even give a shit if anybody
it's-
listens.
It's your Sunday brother bonding.
Yeah, that's it.
And you get to mess around with. You get an audio track that you get to mess around with.
Dude, I love that shit.
I think you're doing that sort of thing at work, right?
That's what I do at work. I do exactly that. I work in a radio station doing commercial and imaging production. So anything on the air that's not live is me.
So you create that content.
That's all I do. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you were to tune into my radio station, you hear my voice a lot.
Oh,
on the commercials and stuff.
So you're
we
doing
do the
voice as
voiceover
well as like the technical.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a small team. We only got a few people in the building because it's an independent station. So we have to use people in house, and there's only like 4 of us there consistently. It's a skeleton crew for sure. So
do you have to wear a lot of hats at work, or?
Dude, so many hats. My head gets so sore.
I think that's a super cool thing, especially when you're starting. Like I'm doing a relatively new project. So you get to do a lot of different things and just learn
move
everything.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think
for
that's
sure.
one of the most important things about a job, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
As younger guys too,
is
like
learning.
Yeah,
That's the most important thing. Like you could be getting paid out, but having something you're learning while you're working is very important.
big time.
Yeah.
Even if it's not like, even if you're not going to like do that as a career forever, just the skills on the job you learn, just the interpersonal skills, like
Yeah.
it's golden. That's all you need.
That's what you want.
You guys are giving me all
We're
these
getting
warm
so
and fuzzies.
fucking real right now.
I'm getting so many warm
No,
and
but you
fuzzies.
said
We spend 40 hours a week at least doing what we're doing. May as well be trying to see some sort of benefit other than a paycheck.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Yeah.
So I went to a conference, a leadership conference on Friday.
What?
in
Tell
town.
me about this.
Yeah.
Tell us about this.
And one of the guys was saying, well, yeah, you spend 70% of your life at work.
Shit.
Why not
Have
enjoy
fun.
it? Yeah, you've got to enjoy it. Like you're wasting 70% of your life if you're not.
It's
It's
70% of your waking hours.
waking hours. Sorry.
I think it's become like, it used to be a thing where it's like you just go to work, you just suck it up, you do it. But
do
now people are realizing we'll drive ourselves crazy if we don't
exactly
do
and
something we like.
yeah.
So the World Health Organization said by 2020, the leading cause of death is going to be depression.
Fuck
Whoa.
me.
Yeah. So mental illness.
2020, that's 4 years.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's super close.
Yeah.
That's 4 years.
That's their prediction. I mean, it's the World Health Organization.
It's a bunch of fucking doctors. What do they know?
They really don't know who they're referring to. Am I right?
So they told you this at the leadership conference?
Yeah, well, one of the speakers did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So were you sent there, or did you choose to do that voluntarily?
My boss asked me to go. I said,
okay.
I'd be definitely interested.
That's kinda cool, though.
It was my boss.
Do you have people working under you?
I do.
Okay, so yeah that's
Both literally and figuratively? Or
I mean, it'd be inappropriate if they were
literally under
me.
Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that.
That is inappropriate. Do not do that.
I will not do that. I will not do that. To anybody at work who still listens to this podcast, I will not do that.
I will not do that. People listen at your work?
Strictly professional relationship.
I think there's
just
one
friends.
guy. We're just strictly professional. Because this one time, I regret it, and I'm never again.
I'll redact that part. I'll cut it out.
Yeah, cut that part.
Redact. What a great word.
Dude, I love using words that just make no sense in general conversation.
Synergy.
Yeah, but synergy is a thing that just makes your company way better. Synergy.
Dude, synergy is
sales.
Synergistic. Synergize.
Real words.
Such a malleable word.
Malleable, my God.
Fucking right.
You're just
Such a
killing it with all
moist word.
I'm a wordsmith, baby. And also moist. Please do that.
So moist.
Some words just sound weird over the radio. And I think moist is one of them.
Moist.
Jesus. So I went and saw TJ Miller a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. How was it? His stand-up?
Yeah, his stand-up.
Weird or good?
Fucking weird, man. Like, super. So it starts out, and he comes out, and he cracks a couple of jokes. Not really your normal comedy, just kind of I don't know. Anyway, he puts out another guy who does a bit. He does, like a stand-up bit. And then his wife comes on stage and sings 3 songs. And so as soon as she came on stage, I went to go get a couple beers. And everyone else who was at the show, so the lobby just filled up with people buying beers. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then Miller comes on, and what was that?
That was kitchen noise, I think.
Oh, kitchen noise. Okay.
Kitchen noise.
Anyway, Miller comes on, and he's got like 2 hours left on his set, and he just kind of trails off and tells some weird stories and starts to talk about existential crisis, and it's like, I had a lot of
weed before the show.
He was so high the whole time. It was fucking weird. He had some moments where it was so funny, and then there was probably 10 minutes I was sitting there, and I'm like, I need to leave. I'm looking over at my buddy, and he's giving me the eyes like, we should go. But then he says something hilarious. I'm like, we can't miss this.
Yeah, it's going to lead into something good.
Yeah, so I think if he trimmed the show up, like trimmed the fat and just did the stuff that was hilarious and leave out that weird story about a Viking axe, I think it would have been great. And also, we didn't come to watch your wife sing. Even though she was great, she had a great voice. The first act was really good. The guy was really good.
You paid for TJ, not Mrs. TJ.
No, I think she's necessary because she is necessary because TJ needs to get more stoned. So he needs about 3 songs. To rip some bong hits
from the bong.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's got a really unique thing going, like with his, I don't know, his whole identity, his look. I mean, he could, be one of the greats.
I think he's trying to do this modern clown type thing. Modern, yeah.
Yes, hello.
It got really dark in here. Like, thank you. I couldn't, thank you. It's so bright in here now.
My eyes hurt.
I'm a bit thrown off.
Yeah.
Struggle busting over here. So can I go to my shower thought now? Can I do my shower thought?
Can we turn the lights off?
Just turn them on. Yeah.
Nice. Nailed it. So awesome.
So natural. The light is just so natural in here. Oh, you have a Google Doc for...
Yeah.
You know there's a thing called Microsoft Word?
Oh, really? OneNote?
Shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless
plug.
Yeah, Jordan Lerner works at Microsoft.
Redact.
In 3 minutes and 9 seconds. I think that was the funniest post-production thing you've done
ever.
That was fucking hilarious.
What, you just called out...
Exactly. Well, it's like I said, I'd insert how long to skip so people wouldn't have to listen to my ass bleeding story.
This is a podcast I think I missed.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
that's when the story had. Yeah. I think the episode's called The Chronicle of the Sauvage Crevasse.
Sauvage Crevasse.
I get it. I just didn't. I chose not to react.
So I tell a story about
3 minutes bleeding. And 9 seconds long.
Yeah,
okay. Please skip. So this is your shower class.
Okay, so in my shower thought, I brought this up with my team during the week as well, so they're going to hear this if they listen to this podcast again. So,
well, you're a leader, so you can mandate it.
Absolutely. So I was standing there, and I'm like, guys, you know what I was thinking about the other day? What do guys do? Guys who have really hot sisters, like they must know that they have.
Oh, they
hot
know
sisters.
their sister's hot.
They must, right? And do they like? What do they do? Like, how do they just deal with that fact? Like, how are they dealing with that? How do they like come home and they're like, oh yeah, fuck, Lucy's really hot. Yeah, that's right, she is really hot. And then you got to deal with the problem with all your bros are coming over and they're hanging out. They're like, dude, your sister's super hot.
Sister's hot.
Yeah,
it's like if your mom's hot, your friends are going to point it out,
like,
right?
Is that like a mental illness? Can we categorize that under like he's getting fucked up by all the mental shit he has to deal with?
What's going to happen to her? I love her so much.
And then you get like people like in the South who just deal with it and they just have sex with their sisters.
Well,
so
you know,
yeah,
I mean,
that's how they deal with
breaking down barriers,
I
man.
don't think that's the proper way to deal with it. But that's
so
the way
yeah, I
they do.
wanted to know what you guys thought about.
That just made
Incest in general, or what?
I just love how he just posed a question and you just picked the part of it you wanted to focus on, which is incest.
Yeah, well, it's one of boys back here.
That just made me think of the majority of our friends are just only have brothers.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us here are brothers, and we have only brothers. Right?
Yeah, and it's usually just two brothers.
And I was talking to people there. I was at work, and I'm like, does anybody have sisters? And like, no. I'm like, so think about this.
Yeah.
What if you have a really hot sister? Yeah, because I was like, think we were talking about it when we were in London, too. It was like, Colton,
London,
you.
we could have a podcast about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do. Yeah, we could. We should just do one time.
Redact the whole thing, please.
Hey, take it all back. Yeah, we saw Jill posted a bunch of pictures on Facebook from when we were in London.
Jill's good about documenting stuff. Colton is not. If you're listening to this, Colton, you know you're bad at it, but so are we. So
he sent me a Snapchat once.
He sent you a Snapchat?
Once.
No way. I didn't even know he had that thing on his phone.
I didn't even know it was installed.
His Instagram is called Colton's Got Jokes, and I don't think he's ever posted anything on Instagram.
He doesn't have any jokes. If you ever run out of material for a podcast, just start ripping on your buddies who aren't going to listen to your podcast.
Exactly. So we had another podcast. Fuck, if Lucas keeps posting about this fucking podcast.
Every week, baby.
Yeah. You could just have like roasts every week and rip on people and tag them in the post.
Hey, man.
They wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah, maybe they wouldn't.
No.
But it'd be hilarious. I think it's a good idea.
Well, if we open up with just trashing them really hard, they'll keep listening.
Yeah.
Let's do that for season 2.
Season 2.
We'll add that as a piece of a segment, the roast.
Yeah, we're pulling up towards the end of season 1 here.
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah, probably going to do till the end of September, did we say? No, end of October.
October. Well, let's say we're on episode 20 now. Let's say 24. That's a good amount of episodes.
Remember you guys were talking about volumes and chapters and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Sagas.
I remember, oh, God. Okay, you can't have a saga. That's too long. That's like 100 podcasts.
That's like 7 movies plus 2 more on the way. I mean, Jesus.
7 seasons in a movie.
Saga or
7 seasons in a
Saga?
movie.
Saga.
Saga.
Cool. It's like Vaz or Vase.
Sorry, guys.
You say Vaz because it
Vaza.
sounds fucking dope. Vaza.
I think that would totally suck to have a sister who's super hot, especially through high school.
Yeah, let's just fix the tangent here.
Wrap around.
Come.
I know a girl really hot. She's got an older brother. Mm-hmm. This situation, and he's a police officer.
Oh, nice.
So that's what about that dynamic?
So as a father, I've had this thought. As a father, I'd be
Are you a father?
No.
Okay,
Not
carry
that he
on.
knows of.
Oops. I guess that's not how you start that sentence. If I were to be a father, I would be stoked to have a son first to take care of
The younger sister.
and for that son to become a police officer.
Aces.
Good moves. Aces, for sure. Yeah.
Aces.
You've nailed it, son. You've done everything I could have wanted and more.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I was thinking about as well was if you have a really hot sister, the chances are you're pretty good looking as well. Mm-hmm. So do you realize that point?
The term is Brad Pitt looking motherfucker.
Oh, he's leaving. The man's leaving.
Off to Seattle.
I'm going to Murica.
You were doing a cameo last week. Now you're doing 2 episodes in a row. That's pretty good.
But you can't hear me though.
Yeah, the room can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Have you checked the traffic?
I don't care.
You don't care.
Oh, wild card.
I always check the traffic. what is it?
Would that influence your decision whether to go back or not? Or
It's sometimes I leave at like 9 o'clock at night because I'm like the border's garbage right now. I'm not.
wow,
Jordan has Nexus too, I think. Right?
Nope.
Oh, you don't.
I just got mine.
I don't want to talk about that.
You lost it, didn't you?
No.
Good subject for a podcast. Well, anyway,
Surprise, surprise! Marysville's red on the map.
that's okay. That's where
Every
I'm stopping.
time.
That's where I'm stopping.
Oh, that's where you're stopping for dinner. That's the move. Yeah, you're just frustrated at that point. Pull over, get a meal, and then just
And by the time I come out of my feet up,
yeah.
it's gone.
See, I just try to hunker down and get that last part done, but it's the worst part of the drive.
It's Sunday afternoon. Like
It's
who's
Seattle, man. You can't win.
There is no predictable time of day for traffic.
So
Midnight.
anyway, guys, I'm going to hit the road.
I'll see you later, big guy.
Take it
Drive
easy.
Enjoy your
safe.
trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Seattle, man. I watched a video on YouTube actually about a guy who like influences the traffic around him by like leaving a big gap in front of him when he's in gridlock, and it helps like keeps his line moving constantly. I don't know. It's weird. Sorry.
You need to send that to me. I'm very interested in
It's just some dude with a dash cam like describing how he like keeps his lane moving. It's so cool.
I saw a really cool graphic about how traffic starts.
CGP Grey.
Was that?
Yeah, I watched that 2 weeks ago or something like that. Right? It just came out.
I had
like,
that thought in college. Remember, I was like, what if we had all the cars being controlled by one central computer? And like in the example of
There'd be no traffic.
In the
Yeah,
example
no.
of an intersection, you can slow down one group of cars, speed up one to get them through the intersection, then put the other group through the intersection.
like you guys seen Minority Report?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise. Like they've got self-driving cars in that movie, and I thought like that's where we're gonna end up doing like.
I think it's more of a iRobot situation where they have self-driving cars.
autopilot,
When you're on the highway, and then when you're off, you got to drive yourself.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like I think that's actually
That's
like,
a good way to do it.
feasible
That's feasible.
thing.
That's
Yeah.
a good way to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because that way, like people on ramps and off ramps, they'll seamlessly just
Oh,
glide in
man.
and out.
People don't know how to fucking drive in Seattle.
Maybe that's a problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking the bus to work. They updated the buses from these tiny little ones to these brand spanking new buses with
Like air
hardwood
conditioning and
floors,
shit,
air
and-
conditioning. They have
Oh.
plugs at every single seat, so you can work on the bus. And apparently, the Wi-Fi is better than it was
Don't they
before.
have trams too, or is that just between the airport, like SeaTac and?
So what I'm describing is the Microsoft bus, which is a sweet bus that takes you to work.
Oh, it's not a public bus.
No,
No, he doesn't sink
Okay.
low. He works at Microsoft.
Okay.
Jordan
Sorry.
works at Microsoft. He's not taking the
So
public
he's gonna
bus.
take that.
Yeah, no buses for
That's
Jordan.
not no buses for
buses, no.
Jordan.
Because then there's
Ubers are
Uber.
so easy. They're
Yeah.
like $5.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
Jeez. And like the cars for Ubers are pretty nice too, or do they have like a standard they have to keep
they
up?
have to be less than 4 to 6 years old.
Oh shit.
And the majority of the time they're Priuses.
Oh,
And they
well.
actually have a situation where if you want your Uber to be your career, Uber will help you finance a car.
Oh.
So you can get a nicer car.
So you get a good rate too.
You get a good rate, and you basically get to own a car by working for it.
That's pretty fucking
Yeah, and
awesome.
they have water bottles in them, and they always have car chargers. You're always getting charged up.
Oh, like mints and shit, and
Yeah, sometimes they're really, really good about it. And if you take the Uber Black, which are usually Escalades,
Yeah.
they are so nice.
luxurious
How
leather
do we
seats.
get back on Uber? Like, I feel like
I'm just curious, man. I want to know. You guys have
Yeah.
both used Uber. I've never used Uber before.
it's
so.
amazing. We were just talking about this today. The Seattle trip. It's got to happen.
Yeah,
I'm
I've got to come
moving
down.
out of my
Blue Jays are
suites
coming next
tomorrow.
week. Oh shit, tomorrow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I was originally planning on going to the Tuesday game, but Ashton is going to the Monday game, so I'm like, well, may as well go with her.
She's not working?
I think she's going after. This is nuts. I would never do this during a weekday. Would be leaving Vancouver on Monday, going to the Blue Jays game.
Is
Monday
she a
night.
masochist?
Yeah. So wait, she's in Seattle now, though, you said?
Okay,
Oh,
she's
she was.
in Seattle now. Then she's going back to Vancouver, and then driving back down for Monday night, and then driving back. It's terrible. It's the worst.
That sounds like my worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it is, honestly.
Christ.
The worst thing I did to myself was on a Sunday night have too many drinks. I'm like, well, I can't drive. Like, I'm not going to go to Seattle. I can't be driving like this. So I woke up at 4 a.m. to drive to
Oh
work.
no.
And the 405, I hit traffic. I hit 6:30, 7 a.m. traffic, and it was bad.
Wow.
You can do the HOV lane where you pay to get in the HOV, and it was $10, and it was dead stop traffic. So I lost $10, and I was in dead stop traffic.
That's the worst.
It was so bad. The traffic's insane. I could talk about it for decades.
I mean, besides like obviously,
But that's how long it takes you to get around Seattle. It takes 2 decades.
It's just the worst, most precise joke.
I mean, you have like so much industry there. Like obviously, like Microsoft, Boeing, huge companies, Starbucks, and all that shit.
Amazon, Google, Facebook,
huge companies.
Yeah,
like absolutely massive. And like, if it wasn't for them, I feel like everyone would just move away. They're like, because the traffic's so terrible, and like, fucking like, why would you even stay there?
it's because those companies make the traffic terrible. So when Microsoft, I remember one day we were moving offices. And so a bunch of people weren't working that day, but I had to go in for some reason, and there was less traffic to get to work. It was a noticeable difference of traffic.
Interesting.
Because Microsoft people weren't showing up.
Wow.
Interesting.
Well, their campus is fucking huge.
It's way bigger than Vic. Like twice the size of Victoria.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
It is. Well, Boeing's huge.
Boeing's gigantic. That's
is,
just because they're building planes and
yeah, it's true.
They're building fucking aircraft.
Yeah, well, they've got like football
software.
fields worth of like hangars. Like, it's incredible.
I haven't done the Boeing tour yet, but
you should. It's really good.
Is it really good?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta check.
We did it like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
It's cool to be a tourist in your own city.
Dude.
Yeah.
Seattle's a good city to be a tourist in, too.
It's so much touristy stuff.
Yeah.
Every time I get to go to Pike Place.
Yeah. Somebody comes and visits you, you're like, well, I guess we're going to Pike Place.
I'm like, we're going to Pike Place. And
there's a comic store in there in Pike Place somewhere.
Yeah, it's on like the second level.
Yeah,
you
and
go down a set of
it's
stairs.
so fucking good.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that
Did you
place.
say comic store?
Yeah. Yeah, they got like really good, they got like latest editions and special editions, like first printings and shit. It's
Yeah, I
great.
got some funny posters from there.
Yeah, they got posters.
Yeah, so many posters.
Dude, fucking
But
posters.
then when you go there, it's like, so this is another thing about Seattle is Amazon. So you can do Amazon Now and get things delivered to your apartment within the hour.
What?
So it's like $8 for within the hour and free or like $4 if you wait 2 hours. And I think sometimes it's free if you order enough stuff, but it's after 2 hours. I was just playing Xbox one time when Halo came out and my headphones broke. And so I just ordered new headphones and they showed up within 45 minutes.
Oh, fucking A.
And so
Who delivers it? Amazon delivers it, or is it FedEx or something?
No, FedEx doesn't fulfill it. It's Amazon. Because think about it. It's not that hard of an idea to think about. If you have a warehouse downtown and guys on bikes, you just load them up.
Yeah.
Good to go.
True.
Their fulfillment service is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they know what they're doing. So everyone I know has Amazon Prime, and everyone's just, like you were talking about the Sony headphones, I was literally about to order them.
Yeah, these ones are good, man.
And they would probably show up tomorrow.
They're MDR 7560s.
Precise.
Now you know what we're working with here, the Wonder Boys.
7506, my bad.
Nice. Yeah, I would get Amazon Prime if it wasn't $100
A year.
a year.
A year. It pays for itself with the Prime discount.
I don't
You don't order enough
know
stuff?
if I order enough stuff. Yeah.
See, I order.
Well, that's going to change now that you have a Prime account.
Exactly.
Yeah.
By the way, I just signed you up.
Oh, God.
Well, it's like last week, Lucas comes over for the podcast. He's playing Overwatch on the free demo on my PlayStation, but he's like, I don't know if it's worth $80. Like, I don't know. And then 2 days later, it goes on sale. He's like, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were playing Overwatch this morning.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, so
I love that
you're
game.
new to the game.
Yeah, I only got it last week.
Oh, shit. You were looking pretty good out there.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's a shooter guy. He's good at him.
He likes
Jordan's better. Jordan and Colton.
Oh, you're talking about shooter games in general?
Yeah.
I was always, like, pretty good at shooters.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about the amount of time you put in. And we put in a shitload
A
of
lot.
time.
A lot.
Yeah.
It was always like, I was always good when I played with other people, not Jordan and Colton and all those guys. I was always like the best person, the best
Compared
Halo player.
to normies like myself.
Best, like, I was the money.
So if
Let's
we're
go
gonna-
play with these guys. I looked like a fucking toddler with his head cut off. Didn't know what I was
We're
fucking
going to go
doing.
full nerd right now, which I think we should just
fucking
Embrace it, man.
Colton was always like a sharpshooter, like always behind, like super far back, just sniping people out, either with a sniper rifle or the BR. Same with Kite, so we just had them two chilling in different spots, sniping people out. Meanwhile, I was running around doing like
Clearing people up.
clearing people out, like close combat. I was so fucking good with that bubble shield when it came out. I would wreck people with the bubble shield because I just understood the dynamic of fighting within the shield and like in and out, and like missing stuff and throwing a nade and like killing 3 guys. Yeah.
Dude, you'd like Star Wars Battlefront, which I was playing before. They got a bubble shield in that, too.
Oh, I love bubble shields.
Dude, it's so cool because like you go inside this fucking bubble shield, and Lucas will say this.
Yeah.
Like it goes like this, it muffles the sound.
The sound gets all muffled.
Oh,
You can
nice.
hear like
Crazy.
laser bolts hitting the shield and shit. It's like boom, boom,
Oh,
boom, boom.
whoa.
It's like fucking A.
But anybody inside the shield is like it sounds normal. It's like but
sounds normal.
any sounds
man.
happening outside of it are muffled.
The
It's
sound
crazy.
design and the visual
I was
effects
just thinking
are
about how
incredible.
hard that would. It looked amazing.
Yeah.
that monkey guy looked like a monkey.
yeah.
But I actually know who the character was in the Star Wars now. That
the guy in the third movie, he's like, he's a hero. He's a playable hero. You can play as that guy in the fucking
I saw
game.
his portrait. You were trying to click him.
I
With
know.
that bug.
Dude.
Side tangent. TJ Miller had a hilarious joke where someone was laughing, and he was really good with interacting with the crowd. So if people were like heckling him, he was fucking on fire. But one guy's like, ha ha, and he's like, oh, was that a ha ha? It was like a shotgun laugh because you got some people who were like machine guns, like, and then you got the shotgun laugh where it's like, that's what it was. Kill it.
That's awesome.
That's perfect.
I think someone had a shotgun laugh a couple minutes ago. So
Yeah.
that's what made me think.
Holy
See
shit.
that machine gun right there? Now you're thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like trailing off.
But you have like a sniper laugh, like ha.
Just well, that's like when you're watching stand up on your own and like a funny joke comes up and you just like exhale, like
No, that's a silenced gun.
That was such a perfect exit. Like,
I do it a lot. I was watching Louis C.K. alone this morning,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of those. Just like
every time you do that, the mic, I just lose it. What'd you guys record for your podcast? We just laughed a lot.
I just laughed a lot and like imitated other people laughing.
Yeah.
What's your guys' podcast about? Us laughing. It's
Us laughing.
just
It's
us
fucking great.
laughing.
I'm sure there is a podcast out there that's just someone laughing.
Dude, one I was listening to. This one I listened to through the week. It's kind of weird. It's called My Dad Wrote a Porno.
Sounds weird.
It is exactly.
It sounds totally normal.
It is exactly what it sounds like. The guy who does the podcast, his dad wrote erotic literature,
Oh,
and they read chapter by chapter each episode, and it's so fucking
him
bad.
and his dad?
No, him and his friends,
Oh, God.
and it's so bad, but it's so hilarious because it's so bad.
Do you have any good podcasts you would recommend? Because I'm going to go on like a 2.5 hour drive here.
Serial.
Yes, I love Serial.
Okay, you've already listened to that.
I'm
That's
not
a go-to
finished,
for
though.
everybody.
I'm like,
Yeah, dude. Season 2 is great.
Season 2 is great. I didn't like how they put those. I think I didn't like Season 2 because it wasn't fully out when I started listening to it.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't get to just rip through it. And so now I kind
You
of
didn't
forget.
Netflix binge it?
Yeah, I need to Netflix binge it. Otherwise, I just forget. There's so much information.
A good one to have like twice weekly is Bill Burr.
Bill Burr?
He just rants about shit. It's called the Monday Morning Podcast.
Okay.
You'll
But
like
he does
that
it
one.
on Thursdays.
Yeah, he does it on Monday mornings and Thursday afternoons. So it's a Thursday afternoon just before Friday Monday morning podcast. That's what he does. Let me see here. Yeah, the My Dad Wrote a Porno one.
I'm going to do that Bill Burr one.
I'll pull up my little podcast app here.
There you go.
We'll see what's going on.
Luke, can you fill...
You can also listen to the Wonder Boys podcast, wonderboys.ca.
Oh, wow, you guys are looking, yeah.
Do you have a website?
Wonderboys.ca.
Yeah,
Really?
Wonder Boys does.
Do you make it?
No, it's just a Google blog.
Oh, nice.
Sent to a URL, but we're getting help with the website. We're gonna have it up and running for season 2.
Hashtag
We've got a pro helping us out. So
Really? Are you doing it?
Dick White.
the Jay and Dan podcast.
Oh, that's great.
The
Google? This is Google?
Yeah.
Oh. That's sweet.
it's just like a blog post type thing. So each episode
Did
shows
it
up as like
figure
a
out it's
blog.
mobile? I think it figured out it's mobile.
M equals 1. I think it means it's mobile, yeah.
Yeah.
Is 0 like no for mobile?
Yeah.
See, I can code, guys.
Guys. I know how Booleans work.
That's REST. Man, I'm learning so much in my job. I know
REST API?
The question mark, yeah.
Oh,
It's a query param.
yeah.
Are you reading the
I'm just reading the URL to
the
figure out.
HTML? Oh, I was like the HTML of the fucking page. Like what?
No, I don't do front end stuff.
He's like that episode, he's like from that cutscene from The Hangover where he's counting cards and all the numbers and stuff are floating around him.
He's reading it like
It's like calculus and like science.
like really
E
hardcore
equals MC
physics.
squared goes up there. It's like
Yeah, it's so
physics
good.
has nothing to do with counting.
No.
But okay.
But it's a perfect parody of Rain Man. Like it's
By the
so
way,
perfect.
The counting sucked in school. Math
Yes.
122 and 222.
absolutely hated that.
Oh, and it was the most applicable to our jobs.
I know, but it's the fucking hardest course too.
Pigeonhole principle.
Yeah.
So hard.
I can't relate. I went to radio school.
I was just saying, I was like thinking about this the other day. and the amount of math that I don't use in my day-to-day life is amazing.
It's stupid.
I honestly thought I would be doing more math in my job, but I don't.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
I think it's just they just teach it for the way of thinking, like
It's
just the
It's the
honestly
problem
just a
solving.
way of
It's the
thinking.
problem
Yeah, you have
solving
to-
for sure.
You have to be too logical.
Well, it's like I took physics 12 without taking math 12, and not having that complement of like the math helping you kind of like problem solve. Like I absolutely fucking brutalized physics 12.
Did you have SAC?
I did.
SAC was a great teacher.
He was.
Our math professor wasn't that great.
Mr. Varela.
Varela, I didn't.
I had Miss Woosen.
Miss
Miss Woosen. Miss Woosey.
Just
Miss Woosey.
just you and Shay just torturing that.
No,
lady.
Jackson.
Oh, God.
Jay. Oh, and Mac.
We were
too.
the worst in high school,
Oh,
man.
God.
How we graduated.
How do we
college.
become full adult?
So when Luke and I went off to university, my dad looks at Luke right before he's leaving, and he's like, "You don't let him leave. He's got to finish his first year."
Yeah.
I think Lucas might have told me this before.
Yeah.
Like Ed comes up, he
We
looks
told
me in the
Ed.
eye.
He doesn't remember saying that.
Really?
I think it was just full dad. came
Yeah,
on.
he was like-
yeah.
I need to let him know
Yeah,
this.
he like went into a trance, just like
The dad gods just
Need
took
to
him over.
save him.
Make
Yeah.
sure this kid graduates.
Yeah, funny.
oh god. Well, that's
It was
reassuring.
at, I tell
Thanks,
you,
Luke.
it was at the barbecue that Carrie had here.
Oh, it was at the barbecue.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was in
It's like a farewell thing or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone was moving off. I know. Blake was going to the States. Luke Woodell was going to the States too.
Yeah.
Sorry to switch the topic up, but Luke brought up that you guys haven't talked about Suicide Squad yet.
Oh no, we haven't, have we?
No.
No, didn't we go see it
No, we saw it before the last podcast. We just didn't talk
last
about
Saturday?
it. I think we said we
We
were like,
briefly mentioned
yeah.
it last week.
And then we just tangented.
But we can
in
talk about it
usual.
as much as you want now.
Do you want to get into that?
Yeah.
Is that something you're
Have
talking
you seen
about?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
I
like
thought
it?
it was awesome.
First impressions, I liked it.
I liked
But
it.
I understand why people didn't like it.
Exactly. Same
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting the kind of like kick-assy, you know how Kick-Ass has those graphics
Those
going on all the
logos
time? Yeah.
popping up and
so
shit?
that happened a lot during the movie, which
Yeah.
I understand people wanted more grit out of the movie, and that
For
wasn't
sure.
gritty. That was more like,
I kind of like
was
the
comic booky,
playfulness
though.
of it and like
what's
the
this as a word? Because people over the
Flair.
radio can't. Flair, yeah. They had a lot
Flair.
of flair, which I wanted more grit. But
Yeah, I mean, it did have like towards the end of the movie. I think like the first half, like when they kept playing like whoever, like the director's iPod playlist, like he would just kind of kept hitting next song, next song, next song. It was like one after the other.
Yeah.
like that
I
was
didn't
a lot
notice
more.
that, but for sure that happened.
He did. Like
Yeah.
there was not even a break. I was paying attention. I was like, there's not even a break between songs. It's like holy fuck, it's shit.
Yeah.
And then once they get into the courtyard where they're all like getting their gear, that's when it stops.
That's when the movie starts.
Yeah, and that's when it gets more gritty. So like half of it was cool.
I
that.
didn't like the bad guy.
Bad guy was terrible.
Yeah, but I don't
Bad girl.
Bad girl. Yeah,
No, bad combo.
Bad combo.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but it didn't ruin the movie for me. I did like the fire guy. What was his name?
Diablo.
Diablo.
So
yeah.
Diablo, I actually read up on him because I was so interested
He's
to find out
fucking
how
cool.
he became that Aztec god guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he was doing that big. Spoiler alert! Fuck, sorry.
It's been over a month. Since
Okay, it's
the
been
movie
over
came
a
out.
month. It's fine. But anyway, when he became the Aztec god, I'm like, how fuck did he do that? I
Yeah.
need to figure it out. And it turns out Diablo is like an old Western character, and a guy is about to die, and this
Like a spirit
First
or something?
Nations guy gives him the Diablo spirit, and so he's got the Diablo spirit, and there's a whole comic behind that. And then when that guy's dying in like modern times, this new Diablo character, the gangbanger
Guy.
guy,
Yeah.
he gets
Being born.
So that guy's in for a gunshot wound, and so he
Oh.
transfers the
Oh wow.
and so that's how he got.
So
the
he's kind of
power.
immortal almost.
The Diablo spirit is immortal.
Oh, but its host
the
isn't.
host isn't.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Dude, yeah, I love that kind of shit. Like, also, like, the fact that they had all these minor characters, like, yeah, Diablo, Boomerang, Katana.
Died so hard, so fast.
I know.
Yeah.
Katana, like, she was in it.
Yeah.
Who else is, like, I guess Killer Croc, he's kind of
Killer
minor.
Croc wasn't really.
He's kind of boring.
They could have gotten rid of him.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
he didn't need to be there.
I thought it was very racist.
Slipknot was just there to have his head blown off.
Just to die.
That was
And it was
his
funny because
only
That's
purpose.
who I
really,
thought Slipknot.
Yeah.
That's who I said died so hard. Sorry, I missed.
It was, yeah, it was
Sorry.
it was the First Nations guy.
Yeah.
His head just blows up, and it's like, he was just there to die.
So it's funny because when I was watching, I was like, wow, they didn't really introduce this Slipknot character
At all.
Like
He just shows up.
He's there. I was like, oh, okay. And then he gets his head blown off. I'm like, that's why. That's why. They didn't spend time on him because he's nuts and he doesn't matter.
Yeah. There's an animated movie, same concept, Suicide Squad movie.
I liked it.
You've seen it. It's on Netflix, right?
I love
the one where they
a
go into
lot of
Arkham
DC
Asylum.
I'm a nerd.
Dude, the animated DC stuff? I'm fucking all over that. Lucas will say that.
Yeah, he is.
Frank Miller's Batman vs Superman was way better than the movie.
Oh yeah,
The animated one had the scariest Joker I've like. Heath Ledger obviously is a great Joker, but the one in that animated series
when he's on the TV show.
Oh, he's so fucking scary, man.
Dude,
that like haunted me for a little bit.
Well, Zack Snyder based a lot of his movie off of that,
yeah.
That comic and that obviously that fight between Batman and Superman.
I need to rewatch the live action movie because I watched it on a fucking plane.
You should watch the. I mean, not that it'll change it, but watch the Ultimate Edition. It's like 3 hours, but
I heard you guys talking about that. I hear the Ultimate Edition because I thought there were gaps, and I feel like they just
they cut a lot out.
Yeah.
Deleted scenes.
There's one character in the Ultimate Edition they cut out completely who explains a big plot point, like when the guy's wheelchair blows up.
Yeah.
This character who wasn't in the movie in the theaters, she's in this DVD version. She explains that the wheelchair was lead lined, so Superman couldn't see the bomb.
Oh shit!
So it's like even if he wanted to stop it, he wouldn't have known. Like,
oh yeah, a lot of people would think, but that's kind of just like a plot hole.
Yeah, because people are saying like,
he's like, because he says Superman says I didn't even see it.
Yeah,
he said that's his line. He's like, I didn't even see it. That would have explained so much.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Lois is talking to this character. It's a woman.
I need to rewatch this movie. I think I was falling asleep during it.
Yeah,
I can fall asleep on planes, which is I didn't know I could do.
But like
amazing,
Batman. Ben Affleck is Batman. Not only in that movie, but in Suicide Squad 2.
Yeah,
I kind of liked his cameos.
I liked him in Suicide Squad.
Did you see the after credits scene as well?
Yeah, but I can't remember what it was.
He's meeting Viola. He's meeting Amanda Waller.
Oh yeah,
and she hints that she knows he's Batman. Mm-hmm. It's like so cool.
You should get some more sleep, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, stop working nights.
Oh yeah, you look sleepy, Mr. Wayne.
So dope.
Yes, I thought Suicide Squad
and the
was
Flash
a great
cameo.
movie.
The Flash,
Flash was good.
He keeps making cameos. I want to see him in his own movie. Like,
is he getting his own movie?
He is.
Yeah.
It's like 2018 or something.
After this
Justice League.
Yeah.
What did you think about the Joker? What's his name is Joker? Oh, whoa. Tim's reaction was not positive there.
It's like not positive, not negative. Like he was in so little of the movie.
You didn't think he was like a modern day Joker, or do you think he was too much of a modern day Joker? Where it's like, okay,
yeah, he was all over the place, which I think is kind of part of the character.
Yeah,
but it felt like a little forced, And
yeah,
there's one part where he's talking to that rapper Common in that club. And just shoots him. I was like, well, I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen.
But yeah, I feel like I need to see more of him to judge it, really.
True.
Like, I'm not going to pass judgment yet. Like, maybe in the next Batman movie. But Deathstroke's going to be in that movie. I think that's what we talked about last week.
Yeah.
Deathstroke.
That he got cast
with Will Ferrell.
Will Smith. He's got the half orange, half black mask. He's a mercenary with like katanas. He fucking superhuman, fights Batman.
Yeah, he's super strong.
I played him in DC Universe or wherever that game we played at Terrence's.
Oh yeah. Deck Builder, DC Deck Builder.
I love that game.
Yeah,
dude, a lot of fucking superheroes are dead.
I love them so much. They should keep making movies about them.
Yes.
Yeah. Hollywood loves it.
I don't want them to stop. I know this Marvel, when they stop this, they've got this Marvel plan for to be done by 2024.
Well, even apparently
they have an end date. Why would they do that?
No,
it's literally pumping out cash.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're gonna say we're done with Marvel, and then they're gonna be like a year later, and we're back.
Yeah, I think
they want to reboot.
What they're doing is they're not rebooting, but they'll do the Infinity War, which is the last one with Captain America, Iron Man. Then they'll take all the new heroes that they've introduced to make a new Avengers, like Spider-Man and Scarlet Witch and shit.
Yeah,
and not the major heroes, but the second level guys.
As long as they just keep producing them, they're going to make money.
Oh, yeah.
So they're never going to stop.
I mean, kids are going to keep buying toys, so it's
It's true.
Yeah.
And adults.
Oh, yeah, big time.
I don't buy toys, but...
There are adults who buy toys, though.
Adults who buy Star Wars toys en masse.
And then there's also adult toys.
Which, apparently, speaking of adult toys, there's an adult toy. I found this out last night. Someone was saying that they're capturing user data.
No fucking way. That's so smart. Hold on.
We were thinking
Get into it, how they're capturing these.
So it comes with an app. It comes with an app, right? So you can
that's a red flag
all
right
your
there.
settings. Yeah, so you can do all your settings.
Is this a dildo?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
or
a dildo.
sorry, vibrator rather, because it has...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's
Dildos
different,
insensitive,
different
yeah,
settings.
it's
So
about-
Oh my god, they're gonna get so much fucking data. They're gonna be able to figure out the weirdest shit.
So we were saying that, like, can you have your settings to, like, they're gonna find out, they're gonna do the math, and they're gonna
figure
find
out
out
the
the perfect time of day setting, like, and then can you just, like, I want the perfect setting. Just that's one button you
But
press.
given your like age and
Right.
they need like ethnic background, they need everything.
You need
as
everything.
much data as you can
What's
get.
your blood type? Social security
blood
number.
type?
We were joking, like,
take
can you
blood.
set like a specific person's, like, their settings? So you'd be like, Dave in Minnesota. Okay, I'll try what Dave's doing.
Whatever
You're like,
Dave's doing.
shit! No way, Dave's too hardcore. I don't like
Jesus
Dave.
fucking Christ, Dave.
They could get some weird shit going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So that's what I found out last night.
How'd you find that out?
Someone mentioned it. Someone just, like, said, like, oh, because they
So
were
like,
on.
I'm gonna Google
No,
this
they were
right now.
on. They were on Facebook, and it came up on their Facebook
Oh.
feed. Yeah, it was Global BC posted it or something.
Of
What the
course.
fuck has happened to my Facebook feed? By the way, it just has become
It's just advertisements and
just
shit. right?
trash. It's just advertising,
Yeah.
people doing push-ups and shit.
Yeah, it's honestly just like
Yeah, that actually looks good. The New Orleans Food and Funk Festival. That's
That's
what I
actually
like.
good.
There's events that pop up.
Yeah.
that are like, hey, you should do it. I'm like, I'm interested, and then I actually end up going to them. Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird, but it's just like, I don't know. There's just videos
it's-
of people.
it's kind of lost its way a little bit.
What's happened to it? Fentanyl is just fucking everywhere.
Front
on
up a
my
lot
Facebook.
of stuff.
People don't like that.
Dude, yeah, I like the station I work at. It's, you know, they focus on the south of Fraser, Lower Mainland.
Yeah.
That's all they talk about. So,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like a good thing. I don't know what the fuck they're putting it into drugs. It just seems like a weird.
just a waste. Like, your customer's gonna die. Good. Like, you can't sell drugs to them anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not a good business plan.
yeah,
I
not
don't
a
think they
good
thought it through.
Killing your clients.
Yeah.
Fucking figure it out.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah. Speaking of drugs, I'm starting season 2 of Narcos.
Your love is
I
drug.
love that shit. Oh,
I haven't even
Yeah.
seen season 1.
I've
good.
seen a couple episodes, and fuck, it is good TV.
Yeah, actually, my roommate in Regina, he started watching it while I was there, and I was eating dinner while he was watching one of the episodes. I was like, this is intense. Like,
This
It
is
is.
something I could.
it was
eat
like
dinner
it
and
was
watch.
a really tense moment. The guy with the mustache, Escobar, he was
Yeah.
there, and it
Yeah.
was like something was. I was like, oh, I gotta stop watching this in case I actually pick the series up later.
Is
So,
there some accuracy to like historical
yeah.
accuracy?
I think it's pretty much
It's pretty much it. I don't know if the
That's
season
kinda cool,
2
'cause then
is.
You can learn stuff.
history
Exactly,
lesson. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good. So speaking, coming back to the Joker, linking it back to the Joker, he's Pablo Escobar in the series is like the bad guy that you love.
Kind of like
Yeah. You're like, man, I really want him to die, but I also don't.
So what makes him?
He's
the
like a
bad guy?
businessman,
The fact that
right?
He just kills so many people.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
he just kills a bunch of people for no reason,
That'll do
really.
it.
I thought he was just a coke dealer.
He not just a dealer.
Kingpin.
Yeah, he was.
comes with the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comes with the territory.
Yeah.
Hey man, I don't know.
Hey, do you mind just not
Nice
selling
cocaine.
coke on the side because you're cutting from my profits? That doesn't fly. They just killed that guy.
It's like no, we'll just fire him, give him a pink slip.
Yeah.
Usually it's just him killing cops, so it's a little bit
Oh, that's
Yeah,
dark.
different.
Yeah.
And
Kill
he
other-
never. Actually, no, he does kill somebody.
I tell you, I end up at a Black Lives Matter rally.
Oh yeah, you're talking about this last.
This sounds like a story we need to hear.
It's not that actually interesting of a story. I was going on a date with a girl at Rachel Ginger Beer, and on my walk over there, I'm just in a Black Lives Matter rally, and so I'm like, why not? I'm just gonna chill and like listen to these people's story and the plight of everyone. It's just a
Colored
bad,
skin.
just a bad situation in general. I think it's hard to.
As a white person or just for people?
I think in like both sides, it's really like for sure. Oh my god! Last night, the police officer beating up that guy.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Oh, I completely forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did I go over there and ask for? They were super polite. I'm like, hey, what's that guy's badge number? Because he
The
didn't
cop grabbed me by like the lapel because you.
That's
because
because you were walking in. I'm like, hey man, that's the scene. You can't be walking in there. And the cop's like, hey, you shouldn't be walking in.
right, and then he grabbed me by the
Yeah,
lapel
I'm
and told me to knock.
what's that guy's badge
Yeah.
number? And he gave it to me. But the cop was just smacking a guy's face when he was on the ground.
Yeah.
With a weapon or just with his
No,
hands?
just
With exactly like that, boom, smacked him in the face.
Yeah.
And then I found out earlier because one of your friends had been watching the entire thing. He just apparently attacked some other guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
the cop was just restraining him,
Yeah.
fucking
He
putting
was-
him down.
The guy was being nuts.
yeah. You shouldn't. Fucking people getting drunk downtown fighting
Well,
each other.
you know, it's
one
weird
of the
they-
dumbest things you can
They
do.
have to like send out. I noticed they send out like homicide cops on those nights just to because there's so much shit going on. The
Yeah.
regular cops can't the regular patrol guys can't control it all, so they send out extra like special units and shit.
And they have gangs, like for the Drake concert last night, they have gang
Oh,
squad.
yeah.
And so I worked at a bar in Calgary called Cowboys during the Calgary Stampede. And during certain nights, like Snoop Dogg or Nelly, there'd be gang squad there. And those are the biggest, baddest motherfucking cops they have. And they know who the gang members are, and the gang members will just get out of there as soon as they see the cops. But I think it's just...
Well, there's no badder motherfucker than a gang cop. Like, holy shit.
Especially the gang cops that know the gang members and know that their lives are in danger, and they're still, you know...
That's some mentally depressing shit,
Dude,
right there.
that's hardcore.
Yeah.
It's hardcore.
Oh,
they needed an HBO series about that. The Wire.
I was going to say, didn't they do that already?
They've done that. They need to do a cop show. Jordan? They have cop shows. Yeah. You ever heard of CSI? Never.
No.
Law and Order?
You know what they need more of? Like, middle of the night doctor dramas. They need more of those. Redacted.
iRobot's happening. We're making another reference to iRobot.
It's actually a fucked thought, though, that the world is overpopulated, and then that would be totally... Like, if we just had less people, there'd be less problems, more resources to share. But...
Bill Burr's big on that.
Even though the logic is sound, it's not moral, therefore... It's not sound.
No way. There's no way to do it.
It's not sound logic.
There's no way it's a viable solution.
No. Viable
new movie
solution
coming
would
out,
be people
Inferno.
not having kids. That works. Because
works.
you're not killing people, you're just not having kids.
Or space colonization. Fuck yeah.
Which I think would be... Can we talk about that for a moment? I feel like we're going a bit long, but space colonization... No?
No, we're good.
Time flies. Just time flies when you're having fun on it.
Yeah. At the Wonder Boys podcast.
Every week, wonderboys.ca.
Shameless plug.
Shameless. Hey,
Shameless self-plug.
I had a former colleague who posted on Facebook today about, I think I might start a podcast. Or he's like taking a picture of a microphone. It's like, I'm getting into podcasts. I was like, hey, maybe a crossover with the Wonder Boys. I was plugging us as much as possible.
Yeah, got to.
He knows radio people, so I was like, fucking plug. Those people like to listen to stuff.
As long as you're producing content. People are just ripping through content these days.
Yeah.
Be it Netflix, Hulu, HBO.
So easily accessible. That's why.
So easily accessible.
People can stream it on their phones on the bus now.
And that's why I think it's so cool when people produce and they're not doing a Facebook video of them working out and telling them that they're changing their lifestyle. Because
work hard, achieve your dreams.
oh my god.
Rise and grind, baby. Rise and grind.
Can you just do it and not tell everyone else?
Yeah.
That would be great.
Well, it's like this morning. I mean, this is kind of going against it. Like, I made 7 pancakes and ate them all. Yeah, I'm bragging. But
Nice.
I didn't take a picture and post them. I didn't.
Did you take a picture for you? Because there's a difference. Like I
didn't.
I take a bunch of pictures so that when I'm chilling at home after a shitty day at
you
work,
can go
I can
through 'em.
go through. I'm like, oh my god, I did some fucking sweet stuff this year. Like that was sweet, but I don't post every single one.
No,
Yeah.
And yeah,
that's the way to live, man.
just have your own little collection.
I now regret not taking a picture of my pancakes.
You know what that means, man? Next week, next Sunday, you can wake up, just make yourself 8 really good pancakes.
Fucking hell! You know what happened though? I was making them. I was in the middle. I had just finished making the 4th one. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah! I was like making more. I was like, I'm gonna eat these, and then afterwards, I'm gonna like have a shower. I'm gonna do the laundry. I'm gonna clean my room. I'm gonna do this.
Dude, you were motivated this morning.
Yeah, and then I ate the pancakes. And I was like,
Oh shit, that's the thing.
and
with
I
pancakes.
couldn't do anything for 2 hours.
Oh god.
I just watched Louis C.K.
This is my favorite picture.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Just a little Lucas.
Yeah.
This
is it. It's a...
Hey, that's from when you guys did your trip,
That
right?
was
Yeah.
when I was being a little baby.
Yeah, he was being...
And they're like, stop being a baby. I'm like, fine, I'll stop being a baby. And
It
then
was
they
the best bus ride.
caught that picture.
Yeah, best
Why was someone being a baby? Why were you being a baby?
Just the end of the trip, and I don't like doing touristy bullshit sometimes, and like it gets to me. I'm like, we should be doing stuff that's more like not sincere, more authentic. And
Dude, touristy shit is dope though.
yeah. So it's the balance between touristy bullshit and authentic things.
That's fair. That's
Some-
fair.
You know,
Well, like, I mean,
everything's a balance.
you should do what the locals do. That's the best way to do a vacation, right?
We did take a siesta at one point.
That's good.
We did take a siesta. Also, I think one of my fondest memories of the trip was chilling at that tapas bar for the better part of 5 hours.
Talking about the trip, like thus
We were just
far.
talking about our whole trip at that point, and yeah, I did.
Oh no, different tapas bar. Yeah, that was definitely the one in the evening where at the end Jordan stands up to pay and he's like, "We're fucked. We've had like, what did we have? Like,
we had 24. No, we had 24 beers.
yeah, we had 3. We had 8 each.
I think it was 24 beers and 24 of the little toothpick things. So at these tapas bars in Barcelona,
Yeah, you just kind of snack on them, right?
yeah, but so you break these, you get a toothpick and they charge you per toothpick for you. every like 5 or so, you just break them in half and toss them. Colton's tour guide told him to do that. Yeah, so
part of the culture.
Yeah, it's part of the culture. And we just chilled out and chatted for, 4 or 5 hours.
Just sat in this alley that was like...
wasn't that touristy. We were
kind of off the beaten path.
Yeah, it was off the beaten path. I don't know if there were many English-speaking people around. No, which is really cool. Which I'm really into is when you find the off the beaten path little bars. Otherwise, you're just traveling across the world to party with white people.
Yeah, with other Canadians or other. English
mostly
people,
British people.
Lots of British people.
Yeah, apparently they go places like Spain, Italy, all that.
Ibiza is where they go. That's where the worst of the worst British people go.
We met one of them on a plane.
Oh God, this guy starts trying to get in a fight on the plane.
He was high on coke or something.
He was for sure high on drugs because he needed to prove himself.
What a fucking asshole.
He took off his shirt.
Yeah, he was sure.
Really?
Yeah, our plane was the most outrageous plane ever.
It's a party plane.
We had no sleep. We wanted sleep.
We were tired.
Yeah.
Because we had being a pilot on that plane.
The pilot would have been so...
Yeah.
I don't know how that guy got into the country. I thought the cops...
I thought he was going to get stopped for sure.
And I guess that happened. So we're not allowed to drink on this flight because in the past, the flight from... What was the airport we were at? In London?
Oh, Gatwick?
Was it Gatwick? Airport.
No, it was
Stratford?
Stratford, yeah.
Anyway, I think it's the cheapest flight you can get to Ibiza. So the type of people...
All the lowlifes go there.
Yeah, like us.
Hey, you guys are just trying to save some bucks, whatever.
You're traveling. Save some bucks.
Save some money.
Yeah, save it for the $20 water you get at the bar in Ibiza.
Yeah, that was
so those giant bars were really cool. Like the DJs, that was a really good set we listened to. But it was also really nice going to the smaller, chiller bars where it's not $20 a drink. It's like,
because it's hot as balls, right?
Yeah,
it
was hot as fucking.
And they can charge you because where else are you going to go?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It'd be nice if they had a water fountain.
It would have been nice if they had a water fountain. Well, then they wouldn't make any money off the people doing drugs there.
Yeah,
anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, their whole income there is probably tourism. So fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
That's true.
There was a guy I saw on the side of the street in Ibiza who had no arms and no legs. Terrible thing to see when you're hungover, and terrible for that guy. But whenever I'm hungover, I just think about that guy and how I'm not that bad off.
Oh yeah, I work at Microsoft and my life really sucks.
Shush.
I'm going to take my hardwood floor bus with outlets in every seat.
Stop it.
Yeah. No. The roast of Jordan Lerner while he's here.
Hey, while he's here is the best ones.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
That's funny. My dad just texted me and told me it's an hour wait at the border.
Fuck me. Okay, well, I guess I'm leaving at 9. This is why I leave at 9 o'clock.
Shit. Yeah. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Well, Mom's been texting us to go get some food or something. I don't know what the situation is there.
I don't know. I said we should make a plan. She's like, well, like what? Damn it, make a plan.
Yeah, give me an idea.
I'm asking you to make a plan.
Yeah, give me an idea at least.
Just give me a clue.
I was actually...
hour wait at the border?
Yeah.
And he's got Nexus too.
No, he got through without
sure
Nexus.
But for regular people.
Yeah.
For
the regular folk like me.
I went for Nexus actually, and it's easier than I thought.
How was the interview process? I don't want to be grilled.
It was pretty simple. They basically, you get interviewed by both a Canadian guy and an American guy.
Cool.
I actually got a lady for the Canadians. She's the nicest fucking lady in the world.
Nice.
Honestly. Typical, like, Canadian stereotype to the max. And then the American guy, really straightforward, like, so why are you getting this?
Why are you
getting the card? I was like, well, my brother and my dad have it, and it looks really convenient. Cool.
Yeah.
Spends like 5 minutes typing.
Cool.
Next question. It's like, it's so awkward more than anything.
That's so weird.
But it's really just, you just got to sit still and just answer really basic questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did it.
Were you a Nazi during 1939 to 1945? No, I was not.
I was not that.
Like, I'm 22
Have you ever sympathized with them? Well, this one time at band
camp... Did they ask
camp,
you some weird questions?
Yeah.
What was the weirdest question they asked you?
The weirdest question? It was probably like, how often do you go to the States? That's it.
Oh.
Well, the guy asked me, he's like, because on my driver's license, I don't have a picture with glasses.
Sorry.
Why was he
Don't worry
asking
about
that? He like asked me, he's like, why are you wearing glasses?
Oh, I forgot to take my sunglasses off once, but it was on the Canadian side, so I was lucky.
Right. Oh, no, I was talking at the Nexus interview.
Fuck.
Yeah, at the Nexus, the guy asked me, why are you wearing glasses? I didn't want to be like, because I can't fucking see without them.
Yeah, you just got to say
the proper answer for that. Why are you wearing glasses? Because I fucking need them, you idiot.
Yeah. You just say like
he like
you're
clarified.
nearsighted
Yeah,
or something, or-
he asked that question, and then he like I guess he saw the look on my face. He's like, because in your picture here you don't have glasses on. He like clarified. I'm like,
okay, yeah.
Like I recently got glasses.
yeah.
I found
Well,
out.
don't you take the glasses off to reduce the flash?
That's right.
Reflection?
Yeah.
Like, isn't that obvious?
I don't know. I think he was just trying to throw me off, and he did.
Oh, yeah.
He threw me off.
Yeah.
You were thrown off.
Yeah, I was like, what? Wait.
Those guys at the border are really good at that.
Yeah.
Like, they'll ask you a question out of left field. You're like, what the fuck?
I'm usually in and out within a second. I
Yeah.
open my back window because it's a little bit tinted. I open my front window.
Oh, yeah.
Hat and glasses off. Where
Turn
you
the
live?
radio
I'm
off,
like,
yeah.
I live in Seattle, born and raised in Ladner. I'm coming up for a concert. I brought a 24 case of beer, and I brought this for my friend. Like, have a good day. I'm like, thank you.
You know the fucking role,
I
man.
know the fucking routine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then last time I had to pay tax, though, because I bought $180 worth of liquor at the duty free. And I had to pay $10 in taxes.
That's
for
not
that.
bad.
Yeah, but I just hate getting that yellow slip and having to go inside.
Go in.
Well, yeah, you gotta like park up and then go in. And
It was honestly like a 2-3 minute ordeal, though. It was,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was not a big deal because I did it at 9 o'clock at night.
Nice.
My best border story is we were driving down for an ultimate tournament, and there's 5 of us in my Neon. Okay, so there's 5 dudes.
That
in
is
the
a
Neon.
4-door sedan. Really.
It's very small.
For those of you who don't know what a neon is,
Yeah, it is quite small for 5 guys to be in it. So we have a bunch of ultimate gear in the trunk as well. So we pull up to the border lineup, and we're in the regular lane, and all of a sudden these 2 guys with a dog start coming out into doing the random spot searches.
Yeah.
And I'm really stoked up. I'm really like energized because I'm with my bros, or we're getting excited. We're going down to this tournament. Yeah.
Ultimate.
And
you love your ultimate.
love my ultimate.
Balls
And,
deep into the ultimate right there.
So the guy comes up to our car and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" Good. Where are you guys going? Oh, we're going to Ultimate for this Ultimate tournament. Okay. Do you mind turning off the car and putting it in park? I was like, oh, okay,
bad sign.
absolutely. Yeah.
Pop the trunk.
Yeah, he's like, can you open the trunk? So then he asks, can you open the trunk for me? I was like, yeah, absolutely. You're in for a surprise.
Idiot.
That's the worst fucking thing you could ever
Don't
say
ever crack a joke at the border.
to any law enforcement
Be
officer
straight up.
ever.
You can crack jokes. Like, I was playing beer pong with a police officer at a festival a couple weeks ago. That's a different story.
Well, that's a social setting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the border, don't fuck around.
Yeah. In a professional setting, you never do that.
Yeah. Anyway, continue. So,
No, that's the end of the story.
Well, it's
like,
like-
I was arrested and killed the next day.
oh, yeah.
I got.
So, why
fuck, man.
Why did you say that? What,
So I said it because I was like, oh, because when we close
It's
the
full of
trunk,
shit.
we're like, I hope we don't have to open this till we get down there.
Because it's so full.
Because it's so full of gear. So I was like, he's like, oh, what do you mean? I was like, oh, there's just a lot of stuff in there. Like, I'm now like sweating bullets. Like,
Realize what you just said.
what I've just done. I'm like, this isn't funny. I'm about to.
It's a
did you have to-
federal officer.
Did you
you
explain
just,
the joke? You're like, listen,
Yeah,
here's the joke.
I did.
Did you actually?
I had to say like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I said it's just there's a lot of stuff back there. I'm like reeling over.
Oh,
myself.
God. Fumbling over your words.
I
He's
like,
like,
please
just-
don't tase me. Please just don't tase me.
He like
just-
says, "Give me the keys." Like I give him the keys.
Did you have
the
to give
car.
him the keys?
Yeah, I'm like sat there and I'm like, everyone in
Oh,
the car is like, I got
fuck.
a couple of jabs from guys next
Oh,
to me.
I
I'm
bet.
like, I know, I realize
Like,
what
what
I've
did
done.
you fucking say?
I realized what I've done, but it was
Jesus.
the funniest ride after that because basically what he did was he opened the trunk,
Yeah.
saw all our bags and shit, starts pulling bags out, pulls all
Ah,
these bags
shit.
out.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
like sitting there, I'm like, oh my god. And he just kind of like stops and he like realizes, yeah, it's just a bunch of dudes going down for fucking ultimate
How
frisbee.
many fucking
Puts the
ultimate
shit
jerseys
back.
these guys need?
Jesus,
Puts
it
all the
smells like
shit back.
shit.
I think I had, because I had the bag with all the discs in it as well.
You make you put the stuff
Um,
back yourself.
No, he put it in. He
Oh,
had
nice
taken
guy.
like 3 bags out and then he
Nice
put them
guy.
up.
He's like, I'm actually really good at packing cars. Let's just
helping you out.
Let's just say I do this for a living.
Those were good machine gun laughs. Carry on.
Full circle.
Full
Yeah.
Circle.
But yeah, so the ride after that was really hilarious.
I live in Seattle, man. PC.
Straight white male in Seattle.
Straight white male in Seattle. You're an
Struggles,
outcast.
yeah.
Trying to make up for how shitty I am as a straight white male.
How shitty my group of people has been to the world
Oh,
for
God.
about 2,000 years.
They have been.
Since
They have been
forever.
and continue to be the
the
worst.
shittiest fucking people ever.
Just so bad. Just fucking
So
the world
entitled.
up. There's a little island between Seattle and Redmond on Lake Washington, and that is just where
Just where they all
rich,
live.
the rich people live. That Bill's house is near there.
Bill, I love how you just call him Bill.
Bill, yeah,
Yeah, my bud Bill.
me and Bill hang out all the time.
Bill.
Nah, he's got a really nice house.
Apparently he's got like it's a complex. but he's got like voice controls for shit.
What I've heard is you have a little pin that you put on your shirt when you walk in, and you configure everything you like: the temperature, the lighting, the music, the scent.
What?
Yeah.
That's what billions of dollars buys you.
I know. But what a nice guy to start the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and be like, hey, we need to save this part of the world.
He's just giving money like so much away.
I know. And he's focusing on literally the hardest problem, like Africa. He's like, we need to fix this fucking area.
Yeah, well, it's like AIDS, water, everything. He's doing everything.
Everything. And like over there, it's just the hardest. He could have picked something easy to do. He could do like obviously cancer research is hard, but he could just pump money into cancer research. Yeah. But instead, did you hear?
I think it's people outside the window. Oh, it's the kids across the back.
You guys were talking about that on a podcast, and I want to hear more because I kind of tuned it
this afternoon. This fucking I don't want to. The nice lady across the back,
such a gorgeous, nice lady.
So the grandparents live at this house, and the grandkids come over with their parents every Sunday, every fucking Sunday.
And the lady is one of the parents to
the screaming lady that you're probably hearing right now.
Yeah,
she is the mother of these three boys, one young toddler baby girl. Mm-hmm. And the boys are fucking ruffian pieces of shit. Like,
as they should be.
They're
as we were.
No, like, these are fucking terrible kids.
Oh, God.
And, like, today, she screams, like, at the top of her lungs, louder than I've ever heard anyone scream at a child before. Like, she screams at the Robert. This Robert is a fucking problem child. The kid's a fucking problem child.
Oh, God.
And she screams at him, and my window's closed upstairs, my door's kind of closed, so nothing should be coming in, really. But she broke through the soundproof window and got into the and that's what you're hearing in the background right now.
That's some people.
Fuck me, man.
The audacity.
Full circle.
I stole that from a comedian.
Moist.
I was more like a moist.
Yeah,
kind of
moist.
You guys can't see Tim's eyes, but it's amazing right now. Just add some pictures to the podcast.
We should take a picture every week for Instagram at WonderboysCast.
Oh.
On Twitter, WonderboysCast.
Do you have an Insta account?
Yeah, at WonderboysCast.
I've never like had a second account, but is toggling between two pretty...
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Lucas can probably show you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These fucking tech companies are making such good
pictures.
shit. What?
I did this.
This is you?
Yeah.
Why?
I did that. Because it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. I did
parking like a champ.
There was, before the podcast, I went to go buy some body wash because, I like to stay clean.
As you do.
Who's that?
That's Tanner. We had him on one of the episodes.
Cool. Where is it?
Oh, yeah, we should take a picture of Jordan.
Hold on.
Yeah, every time we have a guest, take a picture.
My face isn't on.
I didn't put a faith on.
Oh. Can I
yeah.
What?
Oh, he's taking the photo now.
Oh,
yeah, I'm gonna take a
with
picture.
the microphone.
Yeah. With Tim in the background.
Is there enough light? Because, the sun just disappeared again.
No.
It's incredible.
It's a Google phone. It's all good.
Oh, Google can do no wrong. Oh, hey, Google.
Let's make it warmer. You got rosy cheeks. We like that.
Rosy cheeks from this coffee. God, this is good coffee.
You went to Stir, I noticed.
Oh, okay, so...
That place is great.
It's such good coffee. There's some places where they get drip coffee as good as I do French press, and I don't know how they do it, but it's just so good.
What's your Instagram, Jordan?
Jordan M. Lerner, the most basic... Did you just post that?
Yeah.
Well, you got him in the mirror.
I know.
Oh my God, so many layers to that photo.
Fucking right. This is so meta right now. We're talking about an Instagram post during the podcast.
Meta.
Which you're not going to hear.
We just took during the podcast.
Oh my God.
Have you guys seen these live things pop up on Facebook? I don't really understand
Oh,
them.
yeah. Like people's live cameras?
Yeah, I like the little graph they have going on there versus...
Showing how many people tuned in.
I think it's an interaction count. How many comments per second or
clever.
likes. Yeah, I think.
They're kind of edging YouTube on that right now because, YouTube doesn't have that, super easy accessible. You have to have the equipment set up. And
yeah, YouTube...
Facebook Live you can do from your phone.
The newsfeed on YouTube doesn't seem to be the best thing, but I understand how it's a hard problem because, Google took over YouTube, and so they're trying to take all that content and find a better way to organize it because right now I think it's just complete shit.
It's okay.
The playlist, when I go to the Comedy Central channel to watch some This Is Not Happening, which is hilarious if you guys have never seen it.
Never seen it.
You guys have a lot of stuff you can watch. A lot of time.
a lot of time waste.
Yeah. I prefer producing rather than consuming, but...
Hey, nice. Welcome to the Wonder Boys podcast. Wonder Boys said.
Anyway, just how the new episodes should be popping up don't really seem to be in a way that is Yeah.
Yeah, the subscription. Like, I got a lot of subscriptions because I've had my YouTube account for like 8 years. But it's just so it's like it's all just in one clump. Like, it's not really well. I mean, I suppose I could put more effort into it, but I don't want to because it's YouTube. I don't want to put effort into fucking organizing my subscriptions.
No, you don't want to be doing that.
That's fucking garbage.
It's time out of your day. That's Louis C.K. that could be
Consumed.
Yeah.
be consuming.
It's crazy.
Got really
It's crazy. But yeah, I was telling the story about my body wash.
Body wash.
Body wash.
Body wash.
I went to go get body wash just before the podcast today, and I was on my way back, so just walking down the street. So, and,
Cool Safeway rip.
Yeah,
A little rip to Safeway.
I went to London Drugs actually.
Oh, my former employer.
You know it. And got on sale, by the way. Really good deal.
God.
Body wash.
Yo, what's that sale at?
$4 a bottle.
No way. What'd you get?
Dove Men's Plus Care.
The green one?
Blue. Clean Comfort, baby.
Whoa.
Whoa.
You have the green one.
I have the green one.
Yeah.
You have the green one.
I like the green
that's
one.
bold.
I have the green one I got from Costco, so it's got the spout.
Oh, the pump. Oh, you're fucking champion. I have to, like, pop the lid open and, like, turn it over and, like, squeeze. And
I have a little loofah, or, like, a sponge I use,
a
too.
douche.
He has a douche. He douches.
I think they call it, like, a seafoam sponge.
It's called loofah. You had it right.
No, loofah is... Anyway.
Loofah's a lady one.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
This is a man one.
This is
You know what? It's a loofah. I'm a confident male. I'm okay with doing...
I'm comfortable with it.
I'm
Mine's a loofah. It's
super comfortable with it. Anyway, you pump that. But I cut off your fucking story.
Yeah, what was I even talking about?
You're talking about buying...
Body wash.
Body wash, yeah.
Okay, no, it was actually, I was coming back from the body wash, and I had this situation where, you know how you're walking down the sidewalk, and there's people coming towards you. And, you know, it's a small town, kind of quiet town, right? And you kind of want to make eye contact, but you're not sure whether the other person's going to reciprocate. Okay, we've all had these situations where you're like, you want to kind of be polite and you want to say hi.
Every one of us, yeah.
Yeah, you want to kind of look at someone. You're like, hi, how are you? And but like again, I was toying with it today. Mm-hmm. It was an older guy and his wife. I'd say retiree age, and so I kind of figured out a way to kind of do this now. Kind of slowly make eye contact with the guy. Did a slight nod.
Yep.
He said hello first. Boom, I'm in.
Yeah, you're locked in.
So then I was like, hi, and I just kept walking.
Nice. That was great. That's a Ladner interaction right there.
I was just thinking, like, yeah, you know, we've all had those situations. I want to share it with you. And that's how we're going to end the podcast.
Finn.
Yeah, that's it. No, I guess we can't do guessing games anymore because
we can't. I don't have the technical capability of it.
What's the guessing?
I usually put vocal clips from a song that were, you know, isolated, so no music. Just kind of see if Lucas can guess, or the guest can guess.
See, I don't
song it
know
is.
the names of songs, but if you did movie clips,
Even if you
would
did an
be
artist,
right on that fucking thing.
Even if you did an artist, movie clips is a good one too.
I'd
I'll
be
keep
like that
in
guy
mind.
that did that song that kind of sounds like that, and then Luke would be like, "Oh, that song."
Oh, that yeah.
I had a lot of fun doing this today.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
It was just
Jordan Lerner. You can follow him on Instagram at Jordan M Lerner, as in mother. And learner, not like learning. It's like Lerner. It's really freaking annoying.
Private Instagram. Yeah, it is Lerner. It's a private Instagram account.
You can request to follow.
We have like 7 listeners, so you're gonna get like maybe 1 follow.
Okay, I just like to follow people that I know, opposed to people that I don't.
That's good. That's good. Well, you can always listen to us online, wonderboys.ca, on iTunes. We're on podcasts.com, Reddit as well, on Twitter and Instagram at wonderboyscast. Hopefully a Facebook page soon. So that'll be cool.
Those are hard to make.
Are they?
No.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You probably do it in the next 30 seconds.
What?
Facebook page. Weird way to end the podcast. Okay, bye, guys.
Sense of devotion, one look
what's a man to do? Gotta